Back in 2003, Square Enix released on the Game Boy Advance a game titled Sword of Mana. This was part of the Seiken Densetsu series, which officially started on the Super Nintendo under the title Secret of Mana. Unreleased in America but released in Japan was Secret of Mana 2. Then, a few years later, on the PS1 PlayStation Entertainment System, they released Legend of Mana. Sword of Mana was the newest, at the time, Seiken Densetsu game. What a lot of people aren't aware of, and even some hardcore fans aren't aware of, is that Seiken Densetsu began back on the original Game Boy, and that Sword of Mana was a remake of the original Seiken Densetsu. However, we could have played this game and not realized it at the time, that this was the original Seiken Densetsu. I bring you Final Fantasy Adventure. This is the original Seiken Densetsu. However, since it was created by Squaresoft and people wouldn't understand the name Seiken Densetsu, they went with the name that people more recognized, Final Fantasy. I am going to be comparing this game to the differences made in the remake Sword of Mana. So let's get started. Slow text. Tree of Mana grows with the energy of will from each and everything of this world. It grows high above the clouds in the air on top of Mount Illusia. Legend tells that it gives eternal power to the one who touches it. Dark Lord was trying to find the way to the Tree of Mana to get the mighty power to conquer the world. And that is all the backstory we get for right now. There are trillions of differences between this and the remake Sword of Mana. For one, you still name both the boy and the girl. The boy's name is going to obviously be Wade. Doi. However, unlike the Sword of Mana, the original Seiken Densetsu, you could only play the boy, so naming the girl just changes her name. That's all that happens. So we're naming her Kim. Only one person will realize why. But unlike the original unlike the Sword of Mana, in the original Seiken Densetsu, we get right into the fight with the very first enemy / boss of the game, the Jackal. One key difference is story. The plot is the same, the story changes. One thing you want to be aware of during the boss fight, though, is that when the enemy explodes, the boom will hurt you. And I just missed dialogue, son of a bitch. Wade and friends were forced to fight every day just for the entertainment of Dark Lord. Many fighters have fallen from their wounds. And here comes another key difference between this and Sword of Mana. Willie. Wade. Mana is in danger now. We must let the Gemma Knights know about it. Gemma? See Bogard at the falls. He is a Gemma Knight. He should know what to do. Gemma? Mana? What are they? Willie? Willie! Willie passed away. In the Sword of Mana, Willie was a pivotal character and did not die in story. That is one thing to remember. Willie, in the original, died. Let's check out, stuff right now. Items, self-explanatory. Magic, self-explanatory. Equipment. We have right now a broadsword, bronze helmet, bronze armor, and bronze shield. The AP is attack power. The DP is defense power. Ask, we'll get into that later. Also, the condition. Yeah, that's kind of important to remember. Anyway, let's leave the room. And we are introduced to other characters. One remains nameless. The entrance for the monsters leads to outside. Take your chance. He is given a full sprite in Sword of Mana. And this is Amanda. I'm sorry about Willie. We have to get out of here. I want to go home and see my little brother. We'll see her later, as soon as she gets out of the fucking door. One control aspect I really hate about Final Fantasy Adventure is the fact that you just walk into a NPC and you talk to him. Difference number 10,000 at this point, really, is when you come back out here, you have to fight another jackal. In the Sword of Mana, you only had to fight one. Noted, the jackal in the Sword of Mana was a lot harder, which isn't really saying a lot. So just hack him up, and remember that when he blows up, you want to get your ass away, or he'll blow your ass up. And we just leave. Plot stays the same, minus a few names and a few characters and what have you. Aside from that, we want to head left immediately, and we get introduced to two characters, Dark Lord and Julius. What's going on? In the Sword of Mana, you weren't introduced to Julius for a while. But here, in the original, they basically throw him at you quickly. You say the Mana tree is above the falls. Yes, sir. The tree is in a shrine up there. How do I get there? Up the falls. Miracles occur sometimes, Sir Dark Lord. How? A girl has the key to it. Good. Work hard on it. Yes, sir. And the douchebag vanishes magically, leaving Dark Lord to look directly at us. What? Who is it? And we panic. One thing to know that they don't really touch up on is the fact that Dark Lord is an absolute badass. We may be armed and able to fight back, but even if we do, there's no hope for us. I won't let you leave here alive. And he bumps us off a cliff. One character you will not be seeing recurring in here is if you've played the original Sword. Well, I keep on saying original. If you keep playing if you've played the Sword of Mana, your main character gets fished out right here by the merchant Nico. Nico did not exist in the series until, I believe, The Legend of Mana. This would kind of negate him from this purpose, and somehow we landed on the ground even though we were falling down a waterfall, unless we just washed ashore here. Ouch. Where am I? Where is this? And we immediately regain control, and we are able to fight. I believe, is the A button? Well, it's the A key for me, so I'm not really sure. A swings your weapon, and B will be your item, or spell. And we immediately meet mushbooms, which are the little mushroom-looking doohickamajigs, and I'm just going to call those things up there goblins. Well, and we get a drop, and we found candy. Candy. We do not want to go up. By the way, if there's an open treasure chest blocking your way, just swing at it and it'll be destroyed. Since we already have an enemy that can throw projectiles right off the bat, such as goblins, any projectile that is fired at you can be destroyed with any weapon. So if you see it coming at you and you don't think your shield is strong enough to block it, beat it down. One thing to remember about this sword, which is different from most weapons, is if you push a single direction and then swing, he will poke in that direction. It's a lot faster than his swing. Poking is always faster than swinging, children. However, I think it's slightly weaker. It's just for speed purposes. It's attacking on the go. Ha! Die, die, die. Ah. Poke, 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 poke. And we want to head up from here. And we see a fence-like area. I'm going to turn up the music a little bit. There we go. And we come to a lady. Hello, young man. Welcome to Topple. First town, completely unremarkable in every way, shape, and form. Let's not go in there. And as a glitch, this is the exact same woman from before. Yeah, I don't know. That always happens. It's not really a glitch. I think it's a coding issue. But whatever. Let's talk to this guy. Dark Lord is so cruel I can't stand it anymore. Obviously. We have a weapon and armor shop here. And here we have a broadsword, which we already have, and an iron helmet, which we don't need. So let's not do anything with that. I'm a little low on HP, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Item shops have nothing I really need. Now, let's talk to this old man. Tree of Mana is watching us from above the clouds. It's protecting us from evil things. Another key point, an actual plot this time. In Sword of Mana, the Tree of Mana is just dictated as an urban legend, and in the original, it's a solid fucking fact. Like, there is a Tree of Mana, whatever. One gameplay aspect I'm not going to touch up on exactly right now, but you see that bar that is ever so slowly filling up on the bottom below my HP and MP? That is the critical attack bar. You're not going to be seeing one of those for a while. Let's talk to you. The old man by the waterfalls is such a weirdo. He used to be a gallant knight, but not anymore. Remember that. Dark Lord is looking for a girl, I heard. Do you know a girl with the secret of the Tree of Mana? Again, they mention it as if it were fact. Anyway, let's leave town because there's really nothing here for us right now. And I'm not going to the inn for one solid reason. Poke! Ah! Because I just leveled up, and at level up, your HP and MP get restored, which is really important to remember. If you've been fighting for a while and don't want to waste an item, don't. Unless you're, like, down to your single digits of health. Then yeah, you might want to skirp on a little bit of a healing item. But I already have a program set up here. First off, I'm going to upgrade power. Now, you can upgrade stats, according to your desire from here, so you can actually format your character to your design. Power is, well, power. Stamina is affecting defense and HP, I do believe. Wisdom is magic, and willpower is your critical gauge, as far as I'm aware. As well as magic defense. Now, if I click power, which is my first power-up I'm choosing, you will see that power went up by 2, stamina and will went up by 1, and wisdom didn't go up at all. This is programmed in. So, if I do power up, I get more power, but absolutely no wisdom. But that's the first power-up I want. So let's move on. And you can see I'm fully healed. Oh, you stupid little mushroom. Anyway, you want to go down from here. And help! Help! 2 mushrooms. And it's dead. Let's talk to her. Hasim's got a serious wound. Okay. Oh, please, take this girl to Wendell and see Bogard. He will take care of the rest. Now, see, I believe this is a typo of sorts. He does want her to see Bogard, but if you go to Wendell, Bogard isn't there. I mean, story-wise, Bogard isn't in Wendell at all. However, Siba is, and that's who we're going to go to Wendell to see here soon. Spoiler. So I think that's a slight misprint. Hasim? Hasim! Hasim passed away. Oh, no. Don't leave me alone, Hasim. I'm looking for that Bogard, too. Why don't you come with me? Oh, can I? I can't leave you here all alone. I'm Wade. Call me Kim. Heh. We have our first party member. Party member AI will wander around aimlessly. They will move panels with you. However, that ask command we had before will do special commands. So let's ask Kim. And let me treat your wound, Wade. And she will restore your health. Slowly over time, it's a regen effect. So yeah, let's use that to our advantage. You want to use that to save on items, which you'll most definitely need here in a little while. Now, it heals a percentage that I'm not quite sure on. Ah, shit. Another thing to remember about enemy horde. If you kill all of them on a single screen, then you can come back here anytime, and you'll still have no enemies. However, if you leave even one alive when you come back to that area again, there will be a different horde, or even more, or even less. It doesn't matter. But we found candy. Candy! Like we've been through here before, and I do believe I killed a mushroom on the other side. Well, there's more now. Now, here is where I want to ask her again, because here are the other two enemies of the area. Well, not just yet, but it's coming. Poke, 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 poke. Hehe. And here they are, the Rabbite and the Mini Devil. The Mini Devil will screw me up so bad, and okay, I'll warn you all ahead of time. I'm going to die in this game frequently. If I don't save, you'll see me cut, and that's going to get annoying. However, I did do a little bit of a practice run at this, because I haven't played this since I was a little kid. This is literally my first Game Boy game ever. And I did a practice run, and I got pretty far, so I'm confident that I won't die as often as I did in my practice run. Ah, you dick! But we gain another level, so we don't have to ask him to heal us. Now, for my second upgrade, I want Stamina, which, as you can see, upgrades Stamina by 2, Power by 1, and Will by 1. But still no Wisdom. Seeing as that we don't have any magic yet, I'm not worried about Wisdom, so let's do that right now. I have a cycle here, people. You dick! That was mean of you. And another key difference between this and the Sword of Mana, in the Sword of Mana, every weapon had a level. Like, a style level. You don't get that in this one. Anyway, we found a cottage near the waterfalls, and we heard a man named Bogard lived here, so let's check this out. Excuse me, I'm looking for a man named Bogard. Man named Bogard. They could have slipped a D in there, they had space. But he does nothing, so let's talk to him again. I don't know anything. And nothing, so talk to him again. Go away. That is the Pendant of Mana. My mother gave me this. Are you the Gemma Knight? Yes, it was when Vandal was trying to conquer the world with the power of mana. We fought against them to retrieve the peace, but we were losing. The power of mana was too strong. But there was a lady who assured our victory. That lady had that pendant on her chest. Seems like this girl is the key for this time. Take the mattock in the next room. Go to the cave on the east side of the mountains. Use mattock to break the rocks in the cave. See Sibba in the town called Wendell. He knows more. So that door opens up, and we have a chest back here, and it contains a mattock. This is our first actual item, if that makes any sense. Let's ask her to fully heal us here. Yay! Now, in order to save, you need to hit select, and then you have save, map, and status. Let's save. Yeah, this is one of many attempts at recording. I think this is like my fourth. Anywho, and we also have a map, but okay, we're inside, so let's walk outside real quick. And hit map, and as you can see, it is the most worthless map ever. I'm never going to be using this particular map, but I might be using a map in one of the mid-end game dungeons-ish. Anywho, that concludes the first part of Final Fantasy Adventure. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it's been educational for you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, everybody.